Hi there, Andre here from Peak Motorcycles. I'm currently in Milan in Lombardy in northern Italy, and I'm here for EICMA 2022. This is the annual motorcycle show. I think it's the biggest one in the world. It's enormous. I did come last year, and even during COVID, it was just huge. This year I think it's nearly twice as big. I think we had 3 halls last time. This time I think there's going to be 6. This video is my preview to the EICMA 2022 motorcycle show. And for the avoidance of doubt, this is not some behind-the-scenes secret view of something that went on at EICMA during the setup. I don't have that level of access. I'm literally here today on Monday. Tuesday the show opens. I do have a pass for Tuesday and Wednesday, so I'll see as much as I can on those days. In this video, what I'd like to do is talk about a few of the bikes that I'm really looking forward to seeing at this year's show. Now, first of all, there are a few things I've seen in the media around the new BMW R1300 GS, and maybe that would be announced. Maybe even the new Harley-Davidson 950 Pan America. However, as far as I can tell, neither BMW nor Harley-Davidson are going to be at the show, so I think it's pretty unlikely that I'm going to get up close and personal with either of those two bikes in the coming days. What I can talk about is some of the manufacturers and the bikes that I think will be there, that I will get a chance to see. So first up, I'd like to talk about Royal Enfield. Now, Royal Enfield I think are currently trying to launch 4 new bikes each year, which is pretty ambitious, but yeah, I think they're pretty much getting there. And at last year's show, I did see the concept, the prototype for the Super Meteor 650. So this is a cruiser based around the same platform as the 650 Interceptor and Continental GT. There's already been some preview shots that have been on the internet, on their Facebook page, and I think 9 AM tomorrow morning on Tuesday morning is the Royal Enfield press conference. So hopefully all will be revealed there. Now on the one hand, I'm pretty sure there's going to be the 650 Super Meteor. Another bike which I'm kind of hoping they might announce, but maybe 2 is too many, is the much rumoured 450cc liquid-cooled Himalayan, which I think could be a really interesting sort of step up from the existing 410 Himalayan that would actually give some of the other dual sports in the market a really good run for their money. The next manufacturer I'd like to talk about is Fantic. Now, I've got a bit of a soft spot for Fantic. It's an old Italian brand that has been resurrected recently. I'm a big fan of their trail bikes. I think as far as dual sports go, if Honda hadn't brought out the 300, I probably would have been riding around on a Fantic 250 Casa for the last couple of years. That isn't the bike that I'm interested in seeing. So they have announced they now have a new Caballero 700. Now this bike is currently available in a 500cc single, and the new bike is a 700cc twin. And the new bike has a 689cc engine. And from looking at it, it looks quite a lot like the Tenere 700 689cc twin. So I know that Fantic have a tie-in with Yamaha providing engines for their other bikes. I think this bike could be a really interesting approach to a Scrambler based around that Tenere 700 engine. It's not a bike that Yamaha really have in their range at the moment, so I don't really see it as being competing, but it's certainly taking some tried and tested technology, and it just looks like a really, really nice looking bike. The next manufacturer I'd like to talk about is Hesketh. So Hesketh is an older English brand. They're known for making sort of ultra luxury, sort of really top end bespoke sort of handmade motorcycles. And I think, you know, as times have changed and emissions regulations have come in, they just can't make what they used to. So what they have is a bike that was announced the other day. It's called the Heresy, and it's a 450 single, and it's far smaller than anything they've done before, and they will be showing that bike. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that over the next couple of days, and I'll try and cover as much about the bike as I can. Another manufacturer who is exhibiting here is Triumph. Now, I know that Triumph have had a few new models out in the last 12 months. They did launch the new Tiger 1200 at Motorcycle Live in the UK last December, I think. On the horizon for Triumph is the tie-in with Bajaj Motors over in India. And there's been a lot of talk about some sub 500cc bikes, some spy shots that have been out on the internet. There's also the rumours about Triumph's enduro bikes that they're going to be bringing out in the near future, so perhaps we'll get a view of those. Having said that, last year there was the 1200 factory prototype here at EICMA, but the launch itself was done at Motorcycle Live, so perhaps they're going to save those for the UK show. The next manufacturer I'd like to talk about is Yamaha. I did see recently in the press that there'd been some filings for the R9 name for trademark protection, I think in Australia. I don't think we're going to see a new R9, but there's certainly a gap in the range between the R7 and the R1. And maybe there'll be something, maybe there'll be a prototype, maybe some sort of teaser, which I think would be a sports bike based upon the triple that's currently in the MT09 and the XSR 900. It's a cracking engine. I'm a big fan of triples, and I think if that makes it into a sports bike, that could be a lot of fun. There doesn't seem to be a lot around in that 900 category. I suppose the Ducati Super Sport, maybe the Gixxer 750, but it would be good to see something new in that space. The other thing, which isn't a new bike, but it is a revision to an existing bike, is the updates to the Tenere 700 for 2023. I'm a big fan of the Tenere. I rode it just after it came out. I was struggling to find a little bit what I could use it for. I have my CRF 300 Rally for trail riding, and I have my R1250 GS for doing my longer tours. I think as somewhere between the two of them, that sort of middleweight adventure bike is a really sweet spot, and I am still looking around for something that might fill that gap. Now, the Tenere 700 made its name from just being quite simple, didn't have any fancy electronics, didn't really need it. I mean, it just rides really, really well. It's just a really, really nice bike. However, the market has heated up, and Yamaha have some new updates for this year, including a fancy new TFT dash, quick shift preparation. I think there's also new IMU with fancy ABS, maybe even riding modes. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing that bike at the show. Ducati will be here. They have been announcing all their new models in videos over the last few weeks, and the most recent video came out, I think, yesterday, maybe even today. This is Monday of the week of EICMA, and it's for the new Ducati Scrambler 800. Now, I've got one of the original ones. I think mine's a 2016, and I love it. It's just such a great, simple bike. I think the new ones are going to have a new TFT dash, seems to be all the rage, more electronics. They've moved the shock from the side to the middle. But yeah, I think it's just a really good package. I'll be interested to see what they've done to make it even better. I believe the new one is also lighter in weight, which is no bad thing, although I never found that mine was particularly heavy. Another manufacturer who I'm interested in seeing is Brixton Motorcycles. Now, I hadn't really heard of Brixton. I'd seen a few pictures, but didn't really know what it was. And to be honest, I don't think they're available in the UK yet. Now, Brixton to me is in South London, just up the road from where I lived for quite a long time. However, this Brixton Motorcycles are based over in Austria. And the bike in particular that I'm looking forward to seeing is their Cromwell 1200. So this definitely looks a little bit like a Bonnie 1200, as you can see in the picture just here. But yeah, it'll be good to see what that bike looks like up close, and also the other offerings they have. They seem to be quite competitively priced for what they are. I think this one starts at around 10,000 euros. Who knows, maybe one day they'll come to the UK. They do have an English page on their website with translations for everything, so it looks like they're getting geared up. But it'll be interesting to see what they have, and particularly if they make it across the channel. For a while, Suzuki have been making some really good bikes. They have never really got me that excited. I think the V-Stroms are fine. I think they're reliable. I think they're well priced. But to be honest, the V-Strom 650 and the 1050 never really did it for me. Apologies, Suzuki. I did see that the Gixxer 1000 is being retired, which is a little bit sad, but again, I think it needed some updates, and those just won't be coming. What they do have, maybe, is the new V-Strom 700. So again, another bike entering this sort of middleweight adventure bike category. Really interested to see if there is one of those, what it looks like, how it stacks up against the likes of the Tenere 700 and some of the other bigger engine middleweights. And speaking of middleweight adventure bikes, and last but absolutely by no means least, a bike that I've really been looking forward to seeing. It's been rumoured for a long time, and Honda did announce the new Hornet 750 platform a few weeks ago, which I think has nicely lined them up for announcing the new Transalp 750. Now, this was one of those bikes that had been rumoured that was going to make an appearance at EICMA, and Honda have actually booked the South Auditorium at EICMA tomorrow morning for their press conference. Might have also seen some pictures that John from Rally Raid might have put on Facebook that just shows a couple of words off a wheel on a bike covered with a sheet. So if you're in any of those Facebook groups, then maybe you might have seen that too. So yeah, it's the Honda Transalp 750. So this is the updated Transalp that slots in between the CB500X and the Africa Twin. My hope is that it's not going to be another 220 kilo massive adventure bike. Hopefully it's off-road capable. Hopefully it's got a 21-inch front wheel, and who knows, maybe this is the middleweight adventure bike that I've been looking for. Anyway, that is it. That is my very quick introduction to EICMA 2022. I'm going to be at the show all day tomorrow. I'm going to come back after that and just start working my way through the videos. I'll get them uploaded as quickly as I can. The internet in the hotel is appalling, so I think I'm going to be going out and finding somewhere where I can get a faster connection just to get these videos uploaded. I have 2 days of filming this year instead of just the one, so hopefully I'm going to get maybe as many as 30 or 40 videos done in the next couple of days. If you're a regular watcher of the channel, you will have noticed that for the last year or so I've stopped doing the whole like and subscribe thing. I think if the content's good enough, people will like it. If they want to see more, they will subscribe, but it's entirely up to you. I don't like it when I get asked to like and subscribe. So what I would say was that over the next few days, there's going to be a whole load of videos just getting uploaded as soon as they're done from EICMA 2022. So if you're not able to get here and you do want to see what's going on, by all means check them out. If you have any special requests or there's any stands that you want me to visit, let me know. Either drop me a message in the comments below or send me an email to admin@peakmotorcycles.com. So I'm only here for 2 days, that is Tuesday and Wednesday, the 8th and 9th of November 2022. So if you ask me to go and look something up on Wednesday evening, then I'm not going to be going back to do that. So that's it. Hopefully that's a useful preview to EICMA 2022. I'm really looking forward to the next 2 days. It should be a blast. Thanks for watching.